12, of course, we're talking about the Eddie, exciting things. We're also talking about a film. This is exciting. It's going to make its world premiere coming up 1 week from today, December 29th, at the Moanalua High School Performing Arts Center. Joining us live this morning, Eric Nemoto, who's the writer, director of Shikata Ga Nai, and Dan Seki, who plays the lead role of Tatsukani Shiro. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, Eric, I want to start with you. How'd you come up with this script and this idea for the film?
Okay, cutting a long story really short. But I've been to Brielle, France a couple of times. And we went in 2013 they have an annual town liberation ceremonies every October 18th. And when I went with the tour at that time, we had a number of members, the sons and daughters of the 442. And so in talking with everybody, they all expressed a common theme that their uncles and their fathers never really shared anything about their war experiences. Okay, I mean, I'm sure that's true of most veterans, but particularly those of the Nisei soldiers. Okay, and so coming back, it inspired me that one day, I'm a prolific writer. I put it on the back burner, but I was determined to write a script, a different type of 442 story, however, not about the historical development, but about what happened to the men after they returned home and why didn't they share their stories. So that's how Shikata Ga Nai started.
How tough was this role for you, sir?
Oh, tough? Well, actually, it wasn't that hard because my dad was a member of the 100th Battalion. And so I experienced the same thing. You know, he was very silent about the war years. You know, whenever you asked him questions, he would give you an answer, but very short, yeah. Wouldn't go into really a lot of detail. And talking to a lot of other kids of veterans, same experience. So, you know, I kind of grew up with that environment, so it wasn't that tough. I mean, it was tough trying to be a little bit, you know, into the character, but...
But for a lot of Japanese families, this is something that's not really seen or not really talked about, really, right?
Yeah, you know, yeah, I suppose some of it is the, you know, the old Japanese, you know, yeah.
Samurai.
Samurai attitude kind of thing. But, you know, I'm sure, and that's what we're talking about, is that a lot of the vets probably came back with what is now called PTSD. At the time, they didn't have a name for it, yeah, or maybe shell shock or whatever. But I'm sure a lot of them came back with some kind of issues, but they never talked about it, yeah, because it's like you gotta be tough.
Gotta be tough.
We got about 30 seconds left. The premiere is coming up. So what's going to happen at the premiere?
Oh, we've got 562 people committed as of today. We're hoping to sell out. The Moanalua Performing Arts Center has 700 maximum. We're hoping this publicity gets us there. It starts at 2 p.m., but doors open at 1:30. And if they want to buy a ticket, the site to go to is shikataganai.eventbrite.com.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got an added thing. Stephen Dillard, who's one of our executive producers of the movie, he's a veteran himself. He bought like 25 tickets and he wants to give it out to active military.
Nice.
Right. So if they contact him, and his email is wickedgeckoproductions@gmail.com. That's a mouthful. wickedgeckoproductions@gmail.com.
If we went a little bit fast for you, what we're going to do is we're going to put this interview online after Sunrise, so that way you'll be able to see it and watch it online. Just go to the As Seen on Sunrise tab. Once again, Dan Seki and Eric Nemoto joining us. Shikata Ga Nai, the world premiere coming up a week from today. You're watching Sunrise on Hawaii News Now. Gentlemen.